welcome to the most must-see podcast in the history of man. Welcome to Leftover Pants.
You can start.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, do it.
If I can cut a decent promo.
Yeah, cut it.
Alright, well, my name is Teddy, Jiggy Teddy on PSN. Here goes Super Baldylocks right here.
That's me.
And the mean Matt Belrose. We're going to hit some hard-hitting topics tonight, alright? So, Justin.
Yeah.
Do it. Kick us off. Yes.
Okay.
Please.
So, Leftover Pants episode 4 is live. We've had some tedious technical difficulties, as always. But that doesn't matter. We're going to get off to a quick start tonight.
Cool.
We've got a lot to talk about. E3 is in 2 weeks. We're going to talk about E3.
Oh.
So let's get started. So, boys,
Panthers.
gentlemen, fellow Panthers, what have you guys been doing this week? Not just what have you been playing, because it is a video game podcast, but let's start with Matt. What have you been playing, and what did you do this week?
Been playing Overwatch.
Yep.
Disgaea
This guy,
5 complete on the Switch,
Mhm.
and I've been playing some Ultra Street Fighter 2.
is it fun?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Did your best buddy kick your ass?
No, he didn't. We were fairly even, in fact.
Hey! I got an idea. This week we're going to switch it up. We're going to do a little something different. Matt, I'm putting you on the spot. Tell me something that we don't know about you. A little birdie told me to do this. This birdie might be Teddy Chan.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't play bad games.
He's a cool guy. No, he doesn't play bad games either.
Can you come back to me on that one?
No, that's the fucking point! It's right to do it
Come on.
right.
Whoops.
Teddy,
I apologize.
I'm
Russ,
more than
tell me something about
happy
yourself
to
that we don't know.
You know, I'm pretty aka awesome. And if you guys know that reference, it's coming out of Pitch Perfect, which happens to be one of my most favorite movies of at least the past 8 years.
Pitch Perfect 3 is coming out next spring.
PP3.
You know that? PP3? Did you watch PP?
No, I have no.
Yeah,
Clue what that
no,
is.
you've been deprived
I don't know what
of the
Pitch
aka
Perfect
awesomeness.
is.
Do you know who Anna Kendrick is?
Heard the name, but I'd be lying if I said I knew who she was. Or
I
what
think
she
you
looked
need
like.
a movie intervention, as Jesse said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Jesse?
Oh,
Oh, from PP.
exactly.
I got you. I see what you did there.
she did. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ruin it. But
Pitch Perfect was awesome. It's very girly. Your girlfriend might like it. I don't know. You might have to ask her. But, hey,
Interesting.
Yes.
Teddy, what have you been playing this week? We have a lot to get to. We're going to kind of accelerate this part. What have you been playing?
To be honest with you, I've been super busy running the show, and
Shit, Teddy. What do you run?
I run China Cafe.
Where is China Cafe
23-year
located?
business, and you know, it's located right in Champlain Center North Mall
In Plattsburgh.
in Platts.
12901.
Plattsburgh. That's right, in the 12901.
Platts, Vegas.
Don't confuse it with 90210, by the way.
Totally different.
Exactly.
You don't want to go there.
Yeah, we got more snow up here.
Yeah.
We got the snow bunnies here, trust me. But no, I've been running the show. My parents got back from vacation on Tuesday, so they've been super jet lagged from China.
They had fun, though.
They had fun, most importantly.
Mhm.
So I've just been busy running the show. Again, I've just been doing Pokemon Go. Plus, here's a full disclaimer. I don't have my PS4 up here. It's still in my apartment in Queens. But I will go and retrieve her because I miss her dearly.
You're getting her tomorrow, correct?
Correct. So I'll be playing. Here's a prediction. I'll be playing P5.
Persona 5.
Correct.
Nice.
Correct. Finally. Because I don't play bad games. Teddy Chan don't play bad games.
Persona 5 is pretty cool.
Yes. Keep it Chinesey, folks.
Teddy,
Yes.
tell us something that we don't know about you. Oh, we already went there.
Oh, yeah,
We tried
PP.
it.
Yeah.
Tell me again.
Pitch
What's something else?
Something
What else,
else?
Teddy? Let the audience know something about you.
Okay,
that they don't know.
so I'm pretty active on the Plattsburgh Pokemon Go
That's
Facebook
true.
page.
And we
Okay?
appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. Some people have thought of me as taking up the mantle from Mr. Dominic Wolf. He was the PokeGo god in the neighborhood.
I didn't know.
According to the Plattsburgh Go Facebook page, I thought he was the PokeGo god because, you know, he had all the insider knowledge and he just had all the great tips and great tips and tricks for the community. But then apparently it seemed at some point I took on that mantle because Dominic decided to stray away from the game because he had life happened.
Why?
Life
Why?
happens. He
Why
got
would you do
bored.
that?
I didn't.
I don't know. He sounds like a nice guy, but Pokemon Go is cool, man.
I know, but full disclosure, I'm not a Pokemon master.
I beg to differ.
I'm just a Gen 1 person. I know Gen 1, that's all I know. But, I do have little tips and tactics that I share with the community whenever I have time.
Well, you're not a Pokemon master, but you're a Pokemon Go master.
I guess.
I think so.
The Pokego
You're being
gods
modest.
are generally not with me, though. Justin.
Yeah,
Baldylocks.
that's me.
Let's do it. This guy right here. Tell us a little true factoid about yourself.
I have this callus on my hand. And it's just this little one right here. Matt and I have been working out. I don't know if you can tell. We're kind of getting these guns. But, no, when we're lifting, I just get this one callus right here. So the other day, I bit it. And a little bit of juice came out. And now every time I wash
Like
my
your
hands...
calluses?
Yeah, just this one. And I was like, I guess kind of trying to bite it. See, that's not even one right there. It's just this one. And now it hurts whenever I wash my hands. So that's the first thing I came to
This
mind.
is your true factoid that you decided to share for the week.
Yeah, episode 4 is not off to a great start, but that's it right there. See, that's what I wanted you to do. Just off the cuff.
callus.
Just think of something off the cuff. Hey, not only did we go to the gym the other day,
What else
but
happened?
we kind of embarrassed ourselves downtown. We got a little intoxicated, didn't
Yeah, we apologize,
Yeah.
Hobies.
Yeah.
we? Well, 2 of us do.
Free
But
plug right there, Hobies. This one's on us.
Hobie, that was my second ever time at Hobie's, but why don't you tell them what we did last weekend? Or what day did we go? What's today? Today's Monday.
What was it, a Friday?
We went Friday?
It was a Friday. We just grabbed a couple of adult beverages, and we hung out. It was bonding time. It was Pant Bros bonding time.
Pant Bros,
you know?
yeah.
Pant Bros,
We
right?
did a little free leftover pants advertising downtown Plattsburgh.
Yeah.
Some of you may not remember, but you were digging it at the time. We have the
Yeah.
video proof.
Yes, exactly.
We're going to put that video proof up
Oh no. please
online. We actually watched it a few minutes ago before Teddy got here, and it's pretty juicy. I might have to censor a
Is
little
it?
bit of it.
Really?
Just maybe just things on
No,
my
we
end.
got to keep PG-13.
Well, I mean, none
We
of
tried.
it was awful,
Okay.
but
Well, you know what?
There were
There
some
was-
things
There was
that-
one particular part in which
Yeah, we're gonna censor
might,
that.
might be a little
We'll let you guys be the judge of that.
like, might make things uneasy.
But Baldylocks, what have you been playing?
I've been playing.
I heard of Overwatch.
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, but then last Friday,
Yeah.
the same day we got drunk.
No, we didn't get drunk. No, that's
The same day we had a couple drinks.
Yes, there we go.
A little game called Friday the 13th. The game came out,
Oh yes.
which I have a lot to talk about today. You didn't even play it. What are you
No.
shaking your head for?
No, I've seen gameplay and stuff. I'm not
Put your hand down.
impressed.
Hand down. There you go. Keep going.
I said I'm not impressed. It doesn't look like a game that I would buy,
Well,
especially
you're-
for $40 to $60, whatever. it
You're
came out at.
absolutely right. It's
That's
$40. It's $40.
Oh shit.
We're going to talk about it a little bit later,
Okay.
but real quick, just in case the camera overheats and we get another TD. Nope, not yet. Played a lot of Friday the 13th. Having a lot of fun with it. It's very flawed. We're going to talk about it in a little bit.
Okay.
I'm interested.
And Overwatch because of the anniversary event. I spent $10 on loot crates, and I earned about 5 or 6. So out of 16 loot crates, I got, I think, 5 legendaries, which is pretty good. Because you opened how many?
I've opened like 4 or 5, and I've gotten
You got nothing.
nothing. Like absolute trash.
Yeah. So I got a couple, but as always, I got legendary costumes for characters that he plays and that I don't. So, that's the pits. But
It's
no, Overwatch is great. It's always great. And I played a little bit of Street Fighter 2. Ultra Street Fighter 2 on
Forgot about
Switch.
Yep.
Matt and I played around a little bit. It's neat. It's more Street Fighter 2. It's very
That's
pretty.
all it is.
It's very pretty. You can
It's
change
pretty
colors
Street Fighter 2.
of the characters, but yeah. So
Quick,
what?
Matt.
What?
Who's your favorite Avenger?
Favorite Avenger?
Quick,
Quick.
quick. Pick one.
Now.
Don't say Batman.
I'm gonna say Spider-Man. Because I don't really like a lot of the Avengers. I'm more of an X-Men guy, as you know.
Yes. Sure. Sure.
A lot of the
So-
X-Men became Avengers over the years.
I mean, at some point. But if I had to choose, I guess it would probably be Spider-Man.
Probably.
Peter Parker.
Who's your favorite Avenger?
Spider-Man. I love Peter Parker.
Okay.
Who's yours?
A
Wolverine.
close runner-up probably being Hawkeye because he's again, probably
pretty
one of
cool.
the more interesting characters out of all of them that
He's human.
you don't hear like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
In the comics, he's getting more popular and selling more issues in recent years. I forget who writes the more recent Hawkeye comics because I don't read that shit. But
We should probably cut it off for TV.
we should probably cut it off just in case it's a TD.
Yep.
But my second favorite would be the Hulk. It's a
Totally.
true fact of life, though. So, anyways, boys.
Yes.
Corrections.
Oh,
There's
no.
one.
We're not perfect.
Just one. Actually, I didn't get to really sink a lot of time into watching and studying the podcast from last week. We have one correction. It's on me. The Hyperkin Retro I misread that. Retron 1 HD comes out on June 2nd. It's actually not even out yet.
Whoa.
I said May
Yeah,
something.
I think so. Yeah. That's
Incorrect.
good.
True factoid, it comes out June 2nd. Alright, couple news items of the week. Like I said, we're going to get to E3 this week. That's going to be our main topic. I'm going to let you guys rant and direct the conversation because we have a lot to talk about this week and next because we only have 2 episodes left before E3.
Yes.
We were thinking, we're going to do a couple special episodes. Not special episodes, but just special video content for the page on E3. We're not going to really have time for a lot of reasons. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dedicate this week and next mainly to E3 because E3 is coming and there's a lot of news and a lot of leaks. So we're going to get to that in a minute.
Best time of the year, folks.
But the little news items first, okay?
Yeah.
New releases this week.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken 7 on June 2nd
Yes.
and Wipeout the Omega Collection on June 6th.
Good stuff.
Anybody interested? Nothing?
No.
Me either.
Tekken 7 maybe
Yeah.
a little bit, but probably wait for a price drop.
Yeah,
Same.
it'll definitely go down.
It's Tekken.
It's still good. It's still good, but
It's just Tekken.
okay. I won't take up too much time, but the big news item of the week really was Friday the 13th.
Yes.
It didn't stealth release, but it didn't get a lot of. It got a lot of press on Kickstarter and everything for like a year and a
I
half.
remember that.
A lot of big people are involved in the game, from games and movies. From games, you have Adam Sessler. Everybody knows Adam Sessler from G4 and X-Play with Morgan Webb back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was before you were born. No, I'm just kidding. He's kind of like the Roger Ebert of games media, even though he doesn't do a lot of reviews or commentary anymore.
Or anything for that matter.
Yeah, he's
That's true.
enjoying an early retirement. But now, no, he comes back and he does like Spike TV's coverage of E3 every year, and he does
Yes,
those things.
appearances.
Anywho, he's a big Friday the 13th fan, like I was growing up, and he's older than I am. I don't know if he's like an executive producer or what, but he definitely kicked a lot of money into the Kickstarter, and he's promoting the game, and he has been for years. Now it actually came out on Friday. Oh, and also Harry Manfredini, who did the music for a couple of the Friday the 13th films. He's famous for the
I love that.
yeah. And I'm going to have a little Jason come up here in the corner.
Yes.
And did you guys see that last week when I put Kentaro in the corner?
No.
You did? Did you watch the fucking podcast?
The Scourge.
The Scourge, exactly.
To
No,
be
it's
honest, I skipped through it.
alright. It's alright. Harry Manfredini and Tom Savini, who did the makeup for the original Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, the original, and Friday the 13th, Part 1 and 4, I think, which were 2 of the best ones. He's doing all the kills and the fatalities, basically, in the game. And he's using practical effects to... they're not letting any of the kills or any of the movements in the game that wouldn't be possible to do on film with physical effects. So all the kills feel very authentic, and they also look very authentic because Kane Hodder, who played Jason in parts 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the film series, he's doing all the mocap for Jason. And he's pretty much like the ultimate fan favorite Jason. Anyway, game came out. I got it on PC because I figured it's not getting a physical release. I got it on PC, figured it would look a little prettier with my cool rig. And it does. And all my friends who got it on PS4 or Xbox One had nothing but problems and were reporting it all night to me and saying, hey, I can't even fucking get into a match. And I'm playing along after we got back from the gym, not the gym, the bar.
Yeah.
I had no problems on PC, like whatsoever. I got it exactly at midnight. It was smooth sailing. Then I'm following everything on Facebook and Twitter through the Friday the 13th page, the game page. And that was the headline of the week, really, in games media this week, because it was littered with nothing but problems. Basically, they didn't anticipate... I don't know if this really bullshit from their end, but they didn't anticipate so many players buying the game at midnight because it was digital only. But a lot of people fucking did, and it came out on midnight on Friday because it's a special release, being Friday the 13th. They released it on Friday. Long story short, console versions just really got fixed today, and today is Monday. So really all weekend, console players couldn't get on and play the game.
The entire time, the majority of the people who bought it would have time to play.
And there was also a little bit of backlash because, back up a little bit. The fact is that they weren't making excuses, Gun Media, who makes the game, but they were basically saying we didn't anticipate as many people buying the game or logging on directly at midnight, which fucked their servers completely. Which has happened with other games, but this was kind of a big deal for a while. It was one of the more higher profile Kickstarter games that came out or was even mentioned in the last few years.
Other than like Ukulele or there was Ukulele and there was another Mighty Number 9 and Shenmue 3. Those are probably the other really big ones. Or Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Yep. So
and Red Ash, but that got
shit canned. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big fucking deal. People were unhappy, but the people that do get to play the game or have since, it's gaining a lot of positive buzz, even though it's very flawed. Anyway, so I don't rant and rave about it for 150 years. Game's really cool. It's a 7v1. What would you fucking call it? It's not a.
It's
what's
like
Evolve called?
It's like a piece of
Besides
trash.
bad, yeah.
I would call it like a suspenseful, like...
It's a hide and seek.
Like...
Hide and seek with death.
Yeah.
And basically one player is randomly chosen... Yeah. One player is randomly chosen as Jason, and they hunt the other 7 players. The other 7 players, it's pretty cool though, because they don't expressly explain everything to you. If you're a camp counselor, and there's different camp counselor classes, and you can customize their looks and everything, and their stats later on when you level up, when you play more. They don't tell you this stuff, you just learn as you're going. So like you can press T to talk, but you can only talk to people that you're near, so it has proximity chat. So like if you run into other people and they're like, fuck, Jason's around the corner, you're like, oh thank God you told me, now I know where to run. If you find a walkie-talkie though, you can press T to talk to anybody anywhere on the map as long as they have a radio or a walkie-talkie. Yeah. So there's different things that you can do. The goal is to you can't really kill Jason like permanently. There are ways, but anyway. The goal is to outlast Jason and either get in the fucking car, get in the boat, or call the cops, or call Tommy Jarvis. Tommy Jarvis is the one character in the film series to actually kill Jason, so you can kind of bring him in the map. The goal is to basically get out of the fucking map before Jason kills everybody. The matches are about 20 minutes long. They don't end until Jason either kills everybody or something happened to everybody. Like they either escape or they get killed or whatever.
So in your experience, how often was Jason winning?
Well, Jason, the odds are stacked against you if you're a camp counselor, and it's supposed to be because that's the nature of the film series.
Of course.
So it is very authentic to the film series, but it's fun to play as Jason, but I'm actually in the minority. I think it's more fun to play as a camp counselor because you have to talk to people that you don't know and you're actually communicating with them. And to get away in the car, you have to find the car keys, a new battery, and a gallon of gas to get the fuck out of town. Then you have to start the car, and then you have to communicate and get as many people in the car, depending on how many seats are in that car, and get the fuck out. So it gets a little deep, but it's cool because you got to think on the fly, or else Jason's gonna fuck you up.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's pretty cool, and the music's authentic and everything. Long story short, just to give everybody an idea what it's like. Today, I quickly just miraculously found the keys, which was just like, oh cool, that's a good start to the match. Another guy was with me, and he's like, dude, did you just find the keys? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, wow, shit, I got the gas. Like, the car's right here. We're like, fuck everybody else. Let's get the car ready, and now all we need is a battery. So we scoured around, and we found the battery. He got killed somehow. I don't know what happened to him, but I got to the car, and I'm like, oh, fuck it. Everybody else is gone, and I don't have a radio, so I can't talk to them. I owe them nothing. So I get in the car, I start it up, and I start driving down the street. And everybody starts running at me saying like, dude, hold up. And I look, and like Jason's like right on their tail. I'm like, fuck you. So I keep driving past them, And Jason has like teleports and stuff. He has different moves depending on the version of. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense in the story because like Jason would miraculously appear where he couldn't physically be, and that's how they explain it. Right. So he has different moves depending on the version of Jason that you play as, because you can unlock different versions from the different movies.
Oh wow!
And different costumes. Cool. Anywho, he teleports in front of us and stops the fucking car and like starts pounding on it, and I'm like, fuck. So you have to restart the car and kind of like get the engine going. It's harder the more damage it takes. Like I was telling you earlier, the E key is to start the car, and you have to hold it down and fill this meter. And if you hold it too long, the E key is also to get out of the car. So anyways, another technical difficulty, but that's okay. Friday the 13th is flawed, but it's fun. The news story was that it had a rough launch, let's say. Kind of like, what else had a rough launch earlier this year? There was something big.
Did For Honor? Yeah, I think For Honor.
Was it For Honor?
Yeah.
Yeah, something I didn't play though.
I didn't play.
But yeah, Friday the 13th is $40. If you're gonna get it, I would recommend PC considering all the problems. I don't know, you sounded like you were interested. We were talking off camera.
Yeah, I liked the movies. I liked the idea of the 1v7 and randomly being Jason and the kill animations, and just the ways that perhaps players can collaborate to escape the clutches of Jason. So I thought it was pretty cool. Mechanics sounded really solid, but I'm a console guy, so I'll wait for the console issues to be smooth through.
I mean, they say it's fixed now. I didn't talk to my buddies who
I'll wait
are
for
playing it, but
I'm gonna wait for a sale probably.
Yeah, $40 is steep, but like I was saying a minute ago off camera, in a year from now it's going to be fucking awesome because clearly they're going to add more content to it. But right now it feels like very early access. Matt, you didn't grow up with the films, right? You have no connection to Jason whatsoever.
Nope. I know the name and I know the general gist of the films, but
any interest?
Can I tell you? No,
that's
absolutely
a no
not.
Me. It's a maybe from you, a no for you.
Nope.
And I already did.
Maybe if it's on sale for $5 on Steam.
Yeah. I'm thinking about that. Yeah. Cool.
If you do get it, well, you're gonna get it on console.
Yeah.
Like, and to me too, with games that I mean I don't have any personal connection with, like something like that.
Yeah.
If it has a rough launch and I hear rough things about it, the chances of me picking it up, even when it's on sale for like 50% off or something like that, not good in the first place.
It's like when we were talking about Alien the other day. Like, if you hadn't seen those early films first,
like I didn't want to buy Isolation because
you would have had no connection to it whatsoever.
There's no reason for me to buy Isolation because who the fuck was Ripley? Like, I didn't know who these people were. I didn't have any.
Friday the 13th is very much a game made for fans of the series. Like, it's a love letter to them. And despite the rough launch, just before it launched, like a month or two ago, they actually canceled the new Friday the 13th movie completely. Paramount Pictures did. So everybody was freaking out, thinking, shit, they're going to cancel the game. So this is the only Friday the 13th product we're getting for the foreseeable future. So fans were pretty excited about it. So I don't think it's going to die, but at least not right away. Okay, number 2, because we're going to keep moving. I don't know if you guys noticed. Start over. Netflix put out a bunch of trailers for all their new shit coming out this year. Yeah. Orange is the New Black, all this other shit that has nothing to do with games. Then there was this cool little trailer. Maybe I can put it in the podcast somehow. Cool little trailer with an NES and then this 8-bit loading screen and everything.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
saw it. Yeah.
Castlevania in 2017 somehow is getting a full anime television show, a full season on Netflix. And it comes out really soon. It comes out like July 7th, I think, or something like that.
Yep.
Holy shit, Castlevania.
Yeah.
We talked about Castlevania a little bit a couple weeks ago.
Totally out of the blue. Just
blindsided by this.
Random. As absolutely retarded as this sounds, Konami has been actually having a little bit of an upswing here lately, which is ridiculous to think about. Where
Bomberman in particular,
they literally trashed their reputation in 1 year. 2016 was like the trashing of Konami. Like people are gonna look back at gaming and they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, Konami totally shot themselves, not in the foot, not in the knee, but in the head." When they essentially treated everyone like shit and fired Kojima and destroyed Metal Gear
Metal
Solid.
Gear. I mean, they used to be like, when we were growing up, they were like one of the three premier video game
Konami,
developers.
Capcom, Activision,
Nintendo.
Like those were
Yeah.
the shit, you know? Like
I mean, they did Castlevania, they did
Square Enix. Like they were the big
Contra,
Turtles.
yeah, Square was big too. Contra, Castlevania,
Turtles.
the Ninja Turtles with Ultra, they did
Silent Hill.
Ninja Gaiden,
yes.
or no, they didn't do Ninja Gaiden, that was Tecmo.
Yes.
Silent Hill was big later on, and Bomberman now, because they officially own the franchise. But like you said, they had kind of an upswing early this year with Super Bomberman R, which was the best-selling Bomberman game ever at launch, at least.
And then they came out with that 60 FPS patch, which I'm frankly very surprised they even had a patch for it after its release, which is good.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Have you played it? I've played it since.
No, I haven't played it, but
Much smoother.
They're giving it like pyramid head costumes
Yeah.
and like I think like Galaxian costumes or something like that.
Simon Belmont. The third one was
Some shoot 'em up game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Corrections next week.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody cares about that last one. But the Simon Belmont one in the Pyramid Head is pretty cool, especially since it's all cartoony.
And now they're doing this Castlevania Netflix series, which I can only hope leads to a Silent Hill Netflix series.
Yes. Please, Konami, listen to that, okay?
Here's what I think.
Yes.
That'd be pretty badass. Or Metal Gear.
Bold
series,
prediction.
Just everything.
Yeah, they should cancel Metal Gear Rising, or what is it called? Metal Gear
Survive. I think.
Survive. Yeah, they should just axe it. Here's what I think. Same thing with Capcom. They have a new Mega Man TV show coming to Cartoon Network, which looks nothing like Mega Man, but that's okay. It's Mega Man. Better than doing nothing with the IP. Here's what I think. I think they're getting ready to have a relaunch for Castlevania the games.
Yes.
I mean, holy shit! Imagine like. It's weird, like 2 weeks after E3, the Castlevania TV show is going to launch on Netflix, and it gets a full season order, and it's getting a lot of buzz, but I bet you at E3, which we're going to talk about later...
An exclusive
I bet
Castlevania game on Nintendo Switch.
Dude, wouldn't it be great if it was on Switch, though? Or even like a...
They featured it, they featured specifically the NES
console?
with the Nintendo logo.
Yeah, you're right.
In the Netflix trailer.
Even if it's a collection... Like, even if it's, or some of the games that it didn't get, Nintendo never had Symphony of the Night. Mm-hmm. Or wouldn't it be cool if, like, they had the GBA trilogy or the DS trilogy?
Well, because it would be one thing if they were, like, if they showed a PlayStation 1 and then Symphony of the Night came on.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
It would be one thing they specifically had an NES in there and it had Nintendo on the front. Like, it means something. And it's
building the hype.
Yeah.
And it's going off.
It's got a lot of buzz right now.
The absolute beginning of Castlevania, which means probably a reboot. And I wouldn't be surprised too if this is canon to the new game that's coming out too.
Yeah, you're right. Because they in the last couple entries before the reboot, Lords of Shadow, 1 and 2, and Mirror of Fate, they made a concerted effort to have the GBA and the DS games be very anime-like in appearance.
Yeah.
Partially that was because the GBA, before it had the backlit screen, they needed to try to make it more colorful so that you could see it on that shitty screen. That was where it started, but they've basically been turning into more of an anime franchise the last 10 or 15 years.
Which is, I feel nothing is really wrong with that, though I personally I have a deep soft spot for Lords of Shadow.
Yeah.
They did a fantastic job with that.
See, and we talked about it a little on the first episode. I really love the first... Well, I like the 2D one. I like Lords of Shadow too, but I had a connection to the early ones, even though I could never beat them. I was always fascinated with them. Still haven't beaten any of them. But Teddy, how do you feel? You excited for the TV show?
A little
or
bit.
The prospect of
I'm
any
excited for
back?
a TV show, but I'm excited about the speculation that possibly you're going to get a reboot, possibly as a exclusive. And I would think that they're going to use this buzz that they're building with the show to roll that momentum into the announcement, which we're going to get to.
I think that's the case. Okay, moving on. The first time.
I don't understand how you
15
can
years.
stay up seemingly infinite amounts of time.
It happens, bro.
I have to sleep at some point. Like
He naps. Like he's...
Yeah.
I haven't until like this year, and now I just have to.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he
Go
naps.
fuck
He's-
Fucking napping bastard. That's why.
All right.
cheats. All right.
So, were you alive when Red Dead Redemption came out?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I was almost old enough to be selling that game at GameStop. Back in what, 2010?
2010.
RDR.
How old were you in 2010?
I was working
You're
there
old,
in
didn't
2013, so.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I mean, go fuck yourself.
No gen.
I'm just saying.
No free plug gen gap there.
Red Dead Redemption 2 got delayed.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
Big whoopee.
Until spring. Red Dead Redemption?
Can't say that I'm disappointed.
No.
I like to play with my
No,
mustache.
but it's not good camera
But
etiquette.
yeah, regardless,
Play with that mustache.
Red Dead Redemption, we all knew it wasn't coming out this year. That's just a confirmation. I'd rather get delayed than be shit when it comes out.
Yeah.
That's my take on it, pretty much.
Grand Theft Auto 5 and 4 got delayed like twice a piece.
Yeah. We all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Teddy?
Oh, true factoid, Matt likes to play with his mustache.
I do.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
Like the
go.
beginning of the episode.
Okay, next.
I didn't even have to say it, but that's what it is.
Matt, I know you don't like Monster Hunter, but Teddy.
I love Monster
Oh,
Hunter.
you do?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
way.
weird. Monster Hunter Double X.
I named my cat after a pig in Monster
What is it
Hunter.
called? Monster Hunter XX or Double X?
Yes, Double Cross.
It got a double cross. It got announced for Nintendo Switch.
Thank you, God.
We don't play Monster Hunter, do we?
No.
Tell us about Double X.
Yeah.
Double
So-
cross.
Basically, it's Monster Hunter Generations on the 3DS, and it's going to be the exclusive Nintendo Switch version. I don't expect it to have any extra content, but it's going to have functionality that spans 3DS and Nintendo Switch. So you can play with people on 3DSs, you can transfer saves from 3DS to Switch, but you can't do it vice versa. You're going to be able to play online with people on 3DSs or on Switches. You can do local play. It's going to basically be in 1080p on the big screen and then 720p in the handheld, which obviously, I mean, makes sense. Maximum resolutions. Beyond that, I think maybe it might have some more content because it's double cross, but I think it's going to be exclusive to playing with Switch people on that. But regardless, thank you. We haven't had a Monster Hunter on TV since Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on Wii U, and it was good, but I mean, obviously they just threw it on the Wii U for some sort of functionality. But yeah, I love Monster Hunter. Fun fact: named my cat.
True factoid.
True factoid: I named my cat after a pig in Monster Hunter.
Wow, we're on a roll.
They'll have to know. That can be a little quiz.
Yeah,
for the,
there you go.
For the audience.
Okay.
If you know what it is,
Tell us in the
post
comments.
in the comments. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna skip Mario and the Rabbids crossover in the interest of time.
Well, we can do that when we're coming up right before E3 too,
Oh yeah.
which is the next episode.
Could, but we also have E3 coverage today.
Until the next
I
episode.
mean, yeah. Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get into that after. No, we're gonna skip everything else.
Wait, I need to throw this out there.
Yeah, go!
Alright, so
we have something.
So Business Teddy is wondering. So Nintendo's making you buy the same game again, huh?
What game?
Double Cross.
No, it's not the same game, and it's Capcom that's coming out with it. But
It's not. But I thought you said it was based on Generations.
Yeah, it has crossplay with Generations.
So it's.
It's an enhanced.
Oh, so it's not.
It's like an enhanced version
of
of it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be like probably new weapons and some new hunts and stuff like that. But it's pretty much just Generations, and I think a lot of it too is. I mean, maybe again, I hate to keep using this excuse, but maybe it's people who are just now playing a Nintendo console that haven't played Monster Hunter in a million
That's
years.
not an excuse though, because that's why they.
The last big Monster Hunter was on PSP, actually. Monster Hunter.
4 was on 3DS.
Well, yeah, but the one that everybody remembers playing was on the PSP. It was Monster Hunter 2 something.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, because I don't know either.
Yeah.
No
No problem. I mean, Monster Hunter 3 and 4 were definitely big, but like
But
the
there's
one that everybody says was the golden age of Monster Hunter was on the PSP.
there's a lot of people buying Switches. Okay, when the PS4 came out, the reason why they did a lot of HD remasters is because a lot of people that were buying PS4s didn't have a PS3. There's a lot of 360 owners upgrading to PS4s instead of Xbone. So now, a lot of people are buying Switches that fucking didn't have a Wii U. And maybe not a 3DS, but 3DS sold well.
There's also a lot of people. Last time I was working at GameStop, which was Saturday, there was actually a couple people that came in that played exclusively PC games, and they said that they bought a Switch.
Yeah, I mean, it's got its own...
recently, and they said it's the perfect combination for it too. So,
but the significance behind that is that a lot of games that were on Wii U, and to a lesser extent 3DS, people just didn't see. Like Mario Kart 8, it sold like what? Fucking 6 million copies or something. There were only 12 million Wii U's out there.
So half the people.
That's a 50% attach
rate.
So, but I mean, 6 million is big, but it's not Wii numbers. You know, Mario Kart Wii was the best-selling game in the series, and it sold like 35 million copies or something. It was insane.
Yeah, it was the pure. Well, you know, the funny part is if it sold 35 million units, that's pretty close to the 50% attach rate. Actually, if you think about it. It's just, it's scaled up properly, as disgusting as that sounds. So I'm sure if the Wii U sold 100 million units, it probably would have been.
Mario Kart 8 as a whole, a lot of people didn't get to play Mario Kart 8, so now they're playing it for the first time with all the extra content. So, like, I dig, everybody has their own opinion on it. I like buying games twice, you know, if it has more stuff in it, you know what I mean? Like Street Fighter, you just bought Street Fighter for the 5th time. So, I mean, if you're a big enough fan, I mean, you're a big enough Monster Hunter fan, you're going to fucking buy it.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, as long as they give me a valid reason to spend the money again, and as long as I personally justify it, I don't see any problem with it. And I think sometimes, especially in the way that games development goes nowadays, it's super expensive to develop a brand new game or a new IP.
Rather than just porting it.
Rather than just porting a game and doing a cash grab.
Sure.
I think sometimes it's more economically efficient, and you get to support the franchises that you love.
We're not going to do this every week. We're on a little bit of a time constraint. Do you guys want to, like, ultra focus on E3 next week and just do an E3 blowout episode and just skip it for now?
Yeah.
But we have to cover Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, and miscellaneous companies, third parties.
Sure.
Do you want to do that next week?
Yeah, I would probably say that. That would probably be better.
I would involve a little research.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do that on Saturday.
Here's what I want to do next week, so tune in next week for this.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have bold predictions. We're all three of us are going to have, like, 2 or 3 crazy fucking predictions. And we're going to have discussion, like normal predictions and stuff too. And kind of like a heads up about what's coming for E3. But we're going to have these crazy big predictions and see. We'll play prediction bingo or something.
Stuff like something under the radar.
Like fucking...
like Shenmue coming out later this year?
Yeah.
That's not a bold prediction.
That's not going to happen either.
Yeah.
But
kind of bold.
Well, yeah, it would be bold. Or like Final Fantasy VII the remake is going to like launch next week or something. I don't know. Yeah, like something crazy. Like,
that'd be nuts.
Like I had one today, and I think it'd be crazy cool. If like
You know why I think that's really crazy?
Why?
Square came out with a press release saying that we should expect it in 2020.
I don't think it's episodic anymore. Because they were outsourcing the game, but now it's not being outsourced because they realize how big of a fucking deal it is. Yeah. So I think they're basically rebooting the project. Okay, anyway.
They can't fuck it up.
Okay. In the name of Matt having to go to bed early, we're going to skip the E3 coverage. Check it next week. This will be somewhat abbreviated episode. We're going to go directly to Quiztacular.
Yes!
I'm going to ask the questions this week.
Okay.
You're going to be energetic, Matt.
I'm energetic?
You're going to be ready to go.
Energetic.
The season series is tied 1-1-1.
We're all on the board.
I can't win this week because I have questions. Next week?
They missed out.
What? Why?
On my win.
They missed out on your win. If you watched last week's episode, we had a TD, and you totally won, and you fucking killed it. And did you win right at the end? Or
my ass.
Yeah, that was a really good Quiztacular.
That was the Little Big Planet question.
That was the Little Big Planet one, and it cut off right during the Little Big Planet argument. So, just to clarify, what happened was, I said the question was, like, name 2 or 3 Little Big Planet games that didn't have a number in it, which would exclude 1, 2, and 3, because I said not 1. Now, the little curveball I threw was that the sequel to Little Big Planet 1 was called Little Big Planet for PSP. It's just called Little Big Planet. And then the sequel to Little Big Planet 2 was called Little Big Planet, which was on PlayStation Vita. And I thought it was kind of cool. And then Matt caught me and was like, well, shouldn't Little Big Planet count because you said the first one? Oh, that's right. The first one did count.
Count as all.
Yeah.
So I gave everybody points. Long story short, Teddy won.
That's
So now we're tied 1-1-1.
Yeah.
Quiztacular. I'm gonna get some cool fucking 3D logo and shit. And we're gonna have fucking explosions and shit. It's gonna be great. So Quiztacular, week 4 starts right now, gentlemen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I have exactly 20 questions.
As ready as they'll ever be.
Honestly, I had the week off. I didn't put a ton of thought into this.
Okay.
So we're half-assing it this week, alright? We were hungover,
Bear with
sue me.
us.
Alright? Question number 1. We all know the Super Mario Brothers games mainly take place in the Mushroom Kingdom, correct?
Correct.
But where does 1989's Super Mario Land take place?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I thought you were half-assing this.
Serious question, guys. Super Mario
love that
Land.
As dumb as it sounds, I want to say Mushroom Land, but I know that's not. No, I know it's not.
That is incorrect. Teddy? Do you have a guess?
Super Wild Get Troopa Island.
What is it?
Troopa Island.
No. Sarasa Land.
Sarasa Land.
Yeah. It was the one game to take place in Sarasa Land. Remember, because it was basically Earth. This was Super Mario Land was the 3rd Mario game to ever come out in America. So you had the Mushroom Kingdom in Mario 1. You had a special place in Mario 2, which was completely different, which is the next question. And then Super Mario Land basically took place on Earth. You had Egypt.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
had- You had the rubber ball.
Yeah,
you had all the weird.
That's
where the
right.
fuck else?
There was a
space.
Sphinx in this.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
space. Yeah.
Duh.
All right. Question number 2. We all know the Super Mario Brothers games mainly take place in the Mushroom Kingdom.
No, I don't know that.
But where did Super Mario Brothers 2 take place?
Matt, you're gonna kill me with this.
I thought you were gonna say Manhattan. I'm like, what?
Well, Super Mario Brothers 2 is based off Doki Doki Panic, so. Doki Doki Land? I don't know. I don't know where it takes place.
That's incorrect. Good guess though.
I don't know. Educated guess. I don't know.
This was more from our era. I expect
know.
you to get one of these.
I actually don't.
It's not like something crazy like Sarasa
I got a
Land, like
50-50 on
Sriracha
this.
Land or nothing like that, right?
Can I call it in?
Can you call it in?
Yeah, like call somebody.
Like phone a friend?
No? Yeah. No, we don't have those lifelines here.
Oh, we could have those later.
Oh. Alright, but I don't know this.
Okay. Basically, Mario World. Super Mario Bros. 2 took place in Mario's dream. Remember, and he was dreaming the whole game, which is why Wart never came back. Whatever. It took place in the land of Subcon, which stands
That's
for
literally
his subconscious.
Subcon?
Yeah.
That's what
But
it-
that's canonically, that's an actual plane of existence in the Super Mario Bros. Games.
So
He
here's
never
a
went
lesson.
back to Subcon.
Here's a
but-
lesson, kids. You get old, your memory sucks.
Okay. Question number 3. Matt has 0. Teddy has 0. We all know the Super Mario Brothers games take place in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Jesus.
Where does Super Mario World take place? You got okay. This one's pretty easy though. Like, come on now.
Like Mushroom Kingdom?
Oh. It's an island, isn't it? I want to go back to this island.
Wait, what? What?
Super
Super
Mario
Mario
World,
World.
the launch title for Super Nintendo.
That's something else.
1991, greatest game ever made.
I don't know.
It takes place in Super Mario World.
No, it takes place in Dinosaur Land, which is where he met Yoshi and had to rescue all of Yoshi's friends who were stuck in eggs because of Kamek's spell. That was the original origin story. Now they just hatch out of
Comic?
Kamek? How do you say it?
I thought it was comic.
Correction for next week.
No more Mario questions, I hope.
One more.
Ah, Jesus.
Super Mario Bros. 3 was the 4th Super Mario game released in America, but only the 2nd to feature Bowser as the primary villain. Name one other villain. There are 2 answers. Like the final boss.
What one's the big fucking
Wario.
frog?
Wario is incorrect.
Oh fuck. Hey Siri.
What's his name? Wart?
Wart is correct. I accidentally mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
Wart was in Super Mario Bros. 2.
I was trying to remember his name.
And Tatanga was the alien from Super Mario Land. Tatanga. He was in the shooter
Mario,
section.
yeah.
Yeah. Question number 5.
Such a good game.
Okay, so Matt has 1. Teddy has 0.
Help me, Siri.
What's up?
When was the last... So the year. When was the last officially sanctioned game released for the Super NES in North America? I'll give you extra point if you know the game.
Okay, so I definitely don't know the game. And it's a crazy guess, but I'm gonna say it's like 2001 for some reason. I feel like it's early 2000s that the final game came out.
That is not correct.
No,
Teddy?
probably like 1990s.
Super NES released in 1990, 90 or 91.
91, I think.
And the N64 came out in 96.
Yeah, so it was 5 years later. Somehow I thought that like the Super Nintendo way outlived its welcome.
2000.
Your hand. It's hard to hear.
Yeah.
2000.
2000. Good guess, but no. 1998. And the final game was Frogger.
Just Frog.
Just Frogger. That was the last official game. There's actually another game coming out in July for Super NES. It's called Unholy Night or something.
Yeah.
But it's not an officially
Licensed.
licensed
Yeah, of
Nintendo
course.
game. Question number 6. The developers of the Splatoon franchise used a player vote during the final Splatoon 1 Splatfest to drive the narrative behind Splatoon 2's single-player campaign. The Splatfest vote tasked players to choose their favorite Squid Sister online. Who won the vote?
I want to say Callie did. I don't even know if you knew the names of the Squid Sisters.
Oh yeah. Not Callie.
It's not Callie, it's Marie.
So, did he technically get it then?
No.
It's not her name.
But that's how they came up with the idea to
narrative.
have the narrative through the campaign for Splatoon 2.
I always get them mixed up.
I think you
I get
play
Callie and Marie mixed up.
play as Marie, or you're trying to rescue Marie. I don't know.
Callie.
Or no, you don't. You play as your squid.
Yeah.
You're trying to rescue Marie. Matt has 1. Teddy has 0.
It's actually, if you get a chance, look at those comics that they came out with for the Squid Sisters.
Oh, the manga is getting localized.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
They did a really good job with the comics, trying to drive home why the Squid Sisters are no longer like
I'd be interested in
together.
that.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool, actually. There's a lot of lore that we don't really follow with Splatoon, but it's good stuff.
Hardcore Splatoon fans like Matt do.
I wouldn't say I'm hardcore, but
Yeah.
I'm like
Question.
softcore, but I like the gameplay.
I like softcore. Softcore's alright.
I mean, whatever.
Nothing wrong with that. Question 7. What was the first third-party video game developer in the history of video games? Hint. They broke away from Atari in 1979 and made their own independent Atari 2600 games.
Activision.
Activision.
You know, that was the first thing that I wanted to say, but I second guessed myself. I regret it.
Activision, they started branding their own Atari. You know, on my Atari shelf, how they have like River Raid and
Yeah.
all they're specially marked.
I think, didn't I give you the Atari stuff?
Well, I had a lot before you gave me those. We made a fair trade, Matt.
Yeah.
See that special edition over there? It cost you 50 Atari games. He paid me in Atari currency. Question 8.
It's like Bitcoin.
Matt has 1 exactly like Bitcoin. Teddy has 1. The game is tied. How many Star Fox games take place after the original game? You get extra points if you can name a game But negative points taken away if you get a wrong game. Answer. How many games take place after the original Star Fox? So first the number, and then you get extra points or points taken away if you dare guess which games.
Do you understand this question, Matt?
Let me repeat.
Yeah, like what games take place after the original Star Fox?
Like in the storyline.
In the storyline, okay.
Which games take place after the original Star Fox that were
How many
officially
games?
released? First of all, the number. How many games?
After they were, okay. Time-wise. Story-wise.
How many games take place after Star Fox 1?
After Star Fox 1.
Let's just do that. Let's just simplify it. How many games in the Star Fox canon take place after the original Star Fox?
3.
Well, there's...
Your number's locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can...
I say it with conviction.
And
It is 3.
I feel like there's one that I'm missing, but I don't think there is.
Watch me be completely wrong.
You know, as crazy as this sounds, I think I want to say 4, because there's a Star Fox game.
Wait. Don't say that on me yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
The correct number is 4.
Oh.
Now, if you
Star
want
Fox
to... Wait. If you want to guess
Do you want the
titles,
bonus points?
you get bonus points. Anybody can guess them.
Or lose?
First to say them gets or loses points. So right now, 2, 1. Would you like to guess the games?
I mean,
Could lose them too.
yeah, I don't really want to guess. I know 3
I
out of the 4.
gotta take a stab just because
no.
I need to go for a point.
If you want to, you can.
Well,
It's a wild card.
Can I? Do I have to guess all of them, or can I guess some of them?
You just got some.
Okay. Well,
Star Fox 64.
Wrong.
I
You
knew it.
lose a point.
um,
No, wait a
Back to
minute.
0.
Star
No.
Fox 64 is a remake of
Of the
the
first
original. Yeah.
Because I'm smart like that.
and it depends on if you count Star Fox 2 as an actual game. Do you count Star Fox 2 as a game?
Is that your guess?
No, but I'm just wondering as on.
No,
like,
it was never released
Okay.
officially.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so I'm not guessing.
Okay. The answers were Star Fox Adventures,
Is exactly what I was.
Star Fox Assault,
Yep.
Star Fox Command,
Yep.
and Star Fox Guard.
Yeah.
Because Star Fox Zero and Star Fox 64 were a remake of the fucking original one. They still can't just get past it.
Yeah. I see it. I didn't know Command's name. And I knew it was on the DS. And I was like, shit.
I remember an A.
And
I was like, there's an A somewhere.
My initial thought was, now that it's all done, was Star Fox 2, Command, Adventure, and Assault. And it's a good thing that I asked about 2, because, I mean, technically
Two would have been canon. And they
it's
brought
a full
characters.
game.
Yeah, those characters actually were brought into the later games. But
Exactly. So, I mean, I technically wouldn't have been wrong.
Matt has 2. Teddy has 0.
I
Sorry.
gambled. I like to gamble.
That was good though. That was good.
I tried.
Okay, question 9. Name 2 Ratchet and Clank games, besides the original, that do not have a sexually suggestive subtitle. Name 2 Ratchet and Clank games that do not have a sexually suggestive subtitle.
Okay.
For example,
So
Ratchet and Clank Going Commando is sexually suggestive.
here's before we
Depends
start
on
firing
what you
away.
consider
Yeah.
sexually.
We can discuss if you
Before
guess.
we start firing away, like let's say one of us says one that counts.
I will tell you.
Yeah, and then that
But
obviously
you have...
wipes that out of the pool, right?
Yeah. I'll give you a point for each
Shouldn't
one.
we be
Oh,
writing
oh, we
this on
got
a
it.
piece of paper?
No, I got them all.
We got a point for each one.
First one, say one.
Or can I whisper it in your ear?
No, you can say it out loud.
Kraken time.
A crack in time is correct. That's
I
one
wasn't
point.
sure if Craig would get like.
Well,
It's-
see,
it's not-
I mean, a
it's
crack
not.
in... I mean, you
Okay.
could, and then what I'm thinking is deadlocked.
Deadlocked is correct.
Yeah.
Any
So,
more?
you
You won't lose points.
it's...
Question.
It's definitely not Tools of Destruction.
Tools of Dis... I mean, unless you're saying tool, like...
Yeah.
But see, that's the hard part about that question.
I gave you both a point.
Is a tool can be like a dick.
The ones like...
And a crack could be a vag. I mean...
Yeah.
Either way.
And full frontal assault doesn't necessarily have to be.
That's definitely sexual assault.
Oh.
Okay, so we got deadlocked. You both get a point. So you're up to 3. Matt has 3.
Yeah.
He has 1. I came up with Deadlocked, Tools of Destruction, A Crack in Time, Into the Nexus, Secret Agent Clank, and All for One. Even though All for One was originally called Foreplay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who the hell played Secret Agent Clank? I was looking at the thing.
I fucking beat all of them.
Really?
I platinumed...
Quest for Booty too?
Quest for Booty didn't have a platinum. Because it was a digital only game.
That's right.
I platinumed 5 of them, I think. No. I platinumed 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, Deadlocked.
Up Your Arsenal wouldn't be... Oh, Up Your At. Okay, yeah.
And then I platinumed Into the Nexus, so that's 5, and I platinumed the remake, so that's 6.
You remember?
I was a Ratchet and Clank fiend. Okay.
Damn.
Depends on if your mind's in the gutter or not, I guess.
Okay. Question 10. Let's get through these. Matt has 3. Teddy has 1. Close game.
Kind of.
Whoever wins tonight takes the season lead. He'll be in first place. Skylanders is the second Spyro the Dragon spin-off series. Name one character other than Spyro who made the leap from the previous games. It's a tough one.
Oh.
You gotta really know your Spyro.
It's just one?
Yeah.
No, there's 2. There's 2.
Well, yeah.
You worked in GameStop, so you probably know, because you probably saw the figures a lot.
Yeah. I'm debating
So I
which
have the
one of the
advantage for
two it
going
is.
so late into the night with this game, and I still can't beat them.
That's right. If you don't know,
No. I know.
Matt's got this.
there's 2.
He has to.
So if you got one, you can guess one too.
Cinder?
Oh! Whoa! Matt! My boy!
Out of the arse.
Cinder was from Legend of Spyro. The first one. The first Legend of Spyro.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have a guess for the second
Not
one?
expecting that?
No, not at all. I'm a big
I remember
Skylanders guy.
Yeah.
The other one was Malfor.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't.
I don't even know who the
have
fuck that
gotten
is. Okay.
I knew Cinder, but I just
It was good.
totally thinking about her name.
Matt has 4. Teddy has 1. Teddy?
I fucking hate Skylanders.
First one to blurt it out. True or false? The original idea for the Skylanders / Spyro spin-off series was to turn the franchise into an M-rated violent platformer.
Sure.
You both get a point. That was
dead
pretty close
on.
to tie, yeah. That is true. Matt has 5. Teddy
I
has
still
1.
can't
Or Teddy
beat
has
him
2.
at that.
Ready? This is when we're getting good, okay? Which mainline Call of Duty was never released on PC? Which core Call of Duty game, meaning not the PSP ones or bullshit DS ones, which core Call of Duty game was never released on PC to this day? In any form. I know. It surprised me too. When I went to look for it the other day on Steam. And then I did my research and found out it never came to PC.
I see, like, my first reaction, I want to say, I want to say Modern Warfare 2 because of the shooting at the airport scene, but I don't think that would limit it because there's way worse games than that on PC.
It is not Modern Warfare 2.
No.
Yeah.
Got a guess?
I want to say...
It's probably like Call of Duty 2
You
or
don't-
3.
Mm-mm.
Just guess one. Then I'll give you a true
Advanced
factoid. It is not Advanced Warfare. It is Call of Duty 3.
Yeah.
I know. That's when Activision started realizing...
Warfare title.
Yeah, that's when Activision started realizing that, oh shit, they sell on consoles, like, a lot.
Yeah.
So
Screw PC.
they fucking never released Call of Duty 3 on PC.
It was a huge push on Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Call of Duty on Xbox 360. That was like the big deal.
And
I think the PS3 version was delayed a little bit later.
Something like
The,
that.
the PS3 was still new.
Because Call of Duty 3 was the lead up into COD 4, and then COD 4 was like boom, and then it started this
Then it
whole
got
chain
big, yeah.
reaction. Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to say Modern Warfare 2 because of the airport sequence, but
Question 13. The score is 5, correct?
yes.
5, Matt. 2, Teddy.
It's not insurmountable.
It's true. 7 questions left. Which of the following games are not real? Super Pac-Man. Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures. Pac-Man Land. And Pac-Mania.
Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures.
Super Pac-Man.
You're both wrong. Pac-Man Land is not a real game.
Really?
They had Pac-Land, but not Pac-Man Land. Super Pac-Man's real. It was in the arcade.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Pac-Man. That's
Pac-Man 2 was
sure.
fucking awful. I have it on Genesis.
Yeah.
It was a point-and-click side-scroller. And Pac-Mania was the first 3D Pac-Man.
So.
A friend of mine played it with her father. She's not watching. She'll never see this. Question 14. Which character has not appeared in a kart racer? Pac-Man, Ristar, Sackboy, or Toe Jam?
Toe Jam.
No. Ristar.
Toe Jam. Toe Jam was developed for Sonic and All-Stars Racing 1, but was taken out before release.
And Danica Patrick
What?
made it before
Oh,
Toe
yeah.
Jam.
Those were actually really good fucking
Yeah,
games.
they're not bad. Danica
she was-
Patrick was in Sega All-Stars Racing.
Pac-Man was in...
How lame is that?
Very, very, very lame.
Pac-Man was in Mario Kart GP and GP...
The Japanese arcade thing, yeah.
Well, they're out in America. Exclusively to Dave & Buster's. Waited in line for an hour to play it once with my wife and never got to play it. I got something
Never
wrong.
had to.
Ristar was in Sonic and All-Star Racing 1, and Sackboy was in
Kart.
Little Big Planet Karting.
Yeah.
Question 15. Matt has
6.
6. Teddy has 2.
Still not insurmountable.
You're right. You gotta sweep the rest, though. The latest game in the Cruisin' series of racing games was titled what? There was Cruisin' USA, Cruisin'
I know.
Cruisin' World, Cruisin' Exotica, I think was the next one. Then they rebooted it with Cruisin'. And now there's a new one in arcades, which happens to be in our little arcade across from China Cafe.
I'm so mad.
Directly
It's
across
right
from
there.
his point of work.
I know, and I pass by it all the time on the way to the restroom.
Right in the front.
Exactly.
It's called Cruisin'.
I think it begins with a U. Ultra?
No. Any guess?
Cruising and boozing, I don't know.
the new
I
fucking
apologize,
arcade
Fun
game.
Zone. I didn't notice this.
Cruisin' Blast.
Woo.
Follow up. I hope one of you knows this. Matt has 6, Teddy has 2. Which company is the current owner of the Cruisin' IP?
I want to say it's like Namco.
No.
But because I just always assume like it's either Namco or Sega. If
It
it's,
used to be Midway,
Yeah.
but then they went under. A separate shit company had the rights after that, and they sold it to somebody recently.
I don't know if it's on Namco. I'd say Sega, but I don't think it is.
No
Tell
guess.
us. Yeah.
Nintendo.
What? Really?
The logo's plastered all over the arcade cabinet too. And I looked it up to make sure.
That's the tits, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wonder if they'll bring it back for
Nintendo Switch.
Of course.
6-2.
Cruising Blast on the Nintendo Switch.
4 questions left. The Arbiter made his first appearance in what game?
Halo 2?
Halo 2.
Da-da-da-da.
Matt has 7.
I am now mathematically eliminated.
Teddy has 2. Name the primary villain of Halo Wars 2.
Can't do it.
Jesus.
Nobody? I really don't give a shit about Halo.
It's Baldilocks.
Atriox. Close.
Oh, wow.
You know, I probably should have known that because I was promoting that game
Yeah.
for like 2 months
Yeah.
before it came out. But
7-2. Guitar Hero 5 featured what subtitle?
What?
Guitar Hero 5.
Legends of Rock.
No, that was Guitar Hero 3.
is this a trick question? I don't think I had one. I think it was.
That's correct. Matt has 8. Guitar Hero 5 was just called Guitar Hero 5.
This guy gets stronger as the night goes on, apparently. I thought I had the advantage
What
here.
do you have, 8 now?
Yeah.
Is that what I said? 8-2.
Yeah.
1 question left. Teddy, I'll give
I
you
could have had 3.
like
8 points.
6 or 7.5 points if you get this.
Not enough to win, but enough to get really close.
It's like playing
Far Cry 4 takes place where?
In the Himalayas.
Specifically where?
Karat?
Jesus Christ, man.
What? I know it began with a
Oh.
K.
That's correct.
And
Alright.
Pagan Min was the main villain.
I thought you didn't play this.
I didn't.
Matt is our winner
Hooray.
tonight.
Very cool.
Can you not work at GameStop anymore?
You obliterated that one. Matt leads the
Well done, sir.
the season series 2-1.
Next time
So
you shoot
1.
at 2 o'clock. A.M.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
it is now 12:30 a.m.
Earlier than I thought.
Well, we
We were
skipped
gonna-
our E3 coverage, so tune in next week. Specifically, it's gonna be a fucking hardcore.
Oh.
TD pretty soon.
Yeah, we're ending it. I got you, bro. E3 coverage next week. Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony. It's gonna be a long one, Matt.
Yep.
Wanna get some sleep?
Yeah.
Go get some sleep, bro.
Start sleeping now.
Actual
We'll
weekend.
see you next week, Pant Bros.
You're gonna hear it first
Adios.
next week. Keep it Chinese.